And since you mentioned Khabib and that fight coming up with Justin Gaethje and Khabib, what do you think about that? What's your breakdown from your perspective on that fight, the big super fight with Khabib and Gaethje?
It's going to be a very interesting fight. Khabib is a grinder, man. I never
Yeah.
see nobody train like he does. He trains a lot. He's a very he's a very strong religious Muslim. You know, he doesn't drink. He prays every day on time. He follows everything by the book. You know, he's a very good heart guy, and he loves fighting and he trains. And it's going to be a tough match for Gaethje. You know, Gaethje has to be careful because if you let Khabib put your hands on you, he grinds you until you're exhausted. You know, you can't go to Khabib like he normally Gaethje does every single time with everything he has on the beginning, because Khabib has an amazing ability to grind his way to victory. You know, and it's very difficult to resist his imposing game.
I've always said Gaethje is probably one of the toughest guys because when you look at a guy like Khabib, like you think the only way that you can beat a guy like that is knock him out, land that one punch. Do you think that there's a BJJ guy that could possibly neutralize him, like from what you've seen?
It's very tough. In an MMA fight, Khabib that's why he's the champion. It's extremely tough to beat him. It's not easy. He trains a lot of jiu-jitsu too. Like he trains every day jiu-jitsu a lot. Mm-hmm. You know, I had opportunity to train him here when his fight was in Brooklyn, so he stayed with us. You know, and he was actually coming here to stay with me for his last fight that got canceled. I think. You know, and amazing soul, very dedicated athlete. With him, there's no BS, there's no bullshit. He goes and he trains hard every time. He carries his whole crew with him all the time. Yep. He has constantly 6-7 guys that are his training partners. You know, all fighters, all very tough fighters. You know, it's an amazing, amazing soul, man. Amazing soul and amazing fighter, very dedicated in doing what he does, you know. He recently lost his father. There was an amazing coach, amazing father too. You know, I had the chance to meet him in Moscow and some other places. And, you know, unfortunately, he died. I think he contracted COVID and he had a heart problem that ended up costing his life. But, you know, he left a huge, huge amount of heart and passion to Khabib do what he does best. You know, and I think he motivated Khabib and he drove Khabib to be the champion that he is.
And like Javier says, I mean, he thinks that's going to make him a stronger fighter just to fulfill his father's legacy. That was his main thing, you know. But
definitely, that's for sure.